Welcome back to Creative Tian channel, and today we are going to knit the circular tube on an LK150 knitting machine. We know that we need a ribber to do a circular knitting, and LK150 doesn't have a ribber, so we cannot knit the circular knitting the same way. So I'm going to show you an alternative way. It's not my original idea. I did have some video before, and linking it to the original video I found. In the original or the inspirational video, she used a roll of dental floss and knit as you go, so it connects both left and right side to make it a circle. I don't see many people use this method, and I think it works pretty well. So I'm just trying again with different material. Instead of dental floss, I can use regular thread or something a little bit thicker, maybe the cotton thread or nylon. And this one I use it as ravel cord, so it's easy to pull out, it's smooth. We want to make sure it's thin enough, but not too thin so it will break. And we don't want it too thick so it gets too bulky. So something like this will work, or just a polyester thread. So let's get started. I'm going to start maybe cast on 20 stitches. It's up to your design. And cast on any way you like. My go-to is E-rub cast on. Now we are going to start knitting the extra thread so we can connect both ends at the end. If it's easier, you can knit a few rows as usual without the extra thread. And for those few rows, you can sew it up later easily because it's only a few rows. And it's the same at the end of the knitting. You can always knit a few rows and seam it up by hand. Now we have a row of thread, and this is the young end or the end of the thread, and we just want to go over the last stitch, the stitch on the left, and I can just hand this down, just drop it, and then we knit one row. So this thread will be knitted. And I want to make sure it doesn't drop stitch, so I pull out all the yarns and try to hand away. And here is our yarn. That's the yarn end. This is the working thread. So we want to make sure the yarn end doesn't fly away, so you can clip it. And then I'm going to hand this yarn to the end needle opposite from the carriage, and I can just pull it near the back. You can also put it inside the latch, but I find it easier just push it all the way to the back. And we need one row. You can see there's an extra line here. That's okay. And this stitch is knitted with this thread. And then we want to hang it on the opposite side, the last needle. That's opposite to the carriage. So I just place it. You can just pull it out all the way and place the thread on top of that and hold it with your hand and knit one row. And we just keep repeating that. Pull out the other side, place your thread, pull out, If this gets messy, it's okay, because later after we pull, you will not see these threads. So we just keep going until the length you like. And when you are ready, you can just bind off as usual and take it off the machine. This is what it looks like after taking off the machine. You can see all the lines. And it's probably easier to cut the thread first. And the next thing, we just have to pull the threads. We can pull from the top or from the bottom. This is my casting on edge. Pull the thread. And you will see it starts to close up. And the trick is to do it slowly so you don't get all tangled inside. This is the inside. You can barely see the thread, but it's still better to have a similar color thread so you don't see anything poking out. So that's how you make a simple tube on LK150 knitting machine. I'm sure there are many applications for this technique, and you just have to experiment. So thank you for watching today, and see you in the next video.